persuasive speaking, silence is just as important as speaking. There are 3 distinct ways that you can communicate your listening, and not all are created equal. We're going to go through each one and show you which one has each advantage and which ones not to use. Number 1 is subjective listening. Subjective listening is listening to respond, not listening to understand. And we've all been in conversations where this is going on. The person asking the questions doesn't really care what your response is. They're waiting to say their next rebuttal or reply. We don't feel very validated and we don't feel very comfortable in the conversation. Many of us think it's a waste of time. Unfortunately, our customers very often experience the same thing. And I get it. We speak to hundreds of people every day. We're saying the same thing every day. So it gets really easy to start talking at people, not with them, and kind of get robotic with what we're saying. So I'm going to give you some tips to navigate through this and get away from sounding like a robot and using listening style number 1, subjective listening. Subjective listening, as an example, would be you're talking to a customer. Hey, Mr. Customer, quick question. Who do you have for your wireless service? And they say, oh, I have ABC Wireless. And you say, oh, okay. Well, how much are you paying for ABC Wireless? And they say, I'm paying $220, but I'm in a hurry. You go, great. Well, I'm here with AT&T. You didn't acknowledge how much they were paying or that they were in a hurry. Now, this may seem like a strategic overlook, and sometimes it can be, but not acknowledging what they're saying decreases buy-in with the customer, and very often you're going to get a harsh response as they walk away. By simply acknowledging what they've just said using objective listening, we can mitigate this response. Number 2, objective listening. Same scenario. Hey, Mr. Customer, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, quick question for you. Who do you have for wireless service? Oh, I have ABC Wireless. Great. How much are you paying for that? I'm paying $220, but I'm in a hurry today. Okay, so it sounds like you have ABC Wireless. You're paying $220 and you're in a hurry, so let me be quick. Just by simply acknowledging what they've just said, I have increased buy-in and rapport with my customer. Objective listening is much, much better than subjective listening. Listening style number 3, intuitive listening. Intuitive listening employs the same skill sets as objective listening, but we're going to add an extra layer. We're not only listening to what they're saying, but what they're not saying. This can be tricky because if you miss it and you acknowledge things that they're not actually saying that aren't accurate, you can decrease buy-in. Because if you miss it, you could actually decrease buy-in. So I'm going to give you a little tip, a little phrase that you can use to make sure that you don't decrease buy-in while you're learning how to use this skill set. So we're going to go back to the same scenario. Hey, Mr. Customer, quick question. Who do you have for wireless service? And they say, oh, I have ABC Wireless. I'm paying $220, but I'm in a hurry today. I go, no problem. So it sounds like you have ABC Wireless. You're paying $220 in your hurry today, so I'm going to be quick. How many phones do you have? Well, I have 3 phones, but I have 5 children. Okay, so it sounds like you have 3 phones, you're paying $220, that's $70 a line, but you have 5 children. Correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you'd actually like to have 2 more lines to take care of your other 2 children. In fact, the customer's like, yes, exactly. Well, we have a great deal today where we can actually get you 2 iPhones for free when we transition your services to AT&T. That's intuitive listening. I'm not just listening to what they're saying, I'm also listening to what they're not saying, and asks that are coming through body language and non-verbal cues.